It's the moment we have all been waiting for. My Boo returns. Boothie, we missed you yesterday, but you're back.
I'm back.
What a day to come back on as well.
I know, I brought the weather with me.
Thank you. Behind us, as you can hear potentially, our bikes being warmed up. We are literally minutes away from the first session, untimed practice. How excited are you, mate?
Oh, I cannot wait. It's perfect conditions all the way around. Everyone's buzzing for this. Can't wait. We haven't really got time to talk about that stuff because there's literally bikes lining up behind us, so we better get out of the way.
Right, enjoy this banger and we'll be back soon. So that's day one in the books, but unfortunately we did see an incident up at Parliament Square which involved one rider and a number of spectators, all of which have been taken to Nobles Hospital. Currently, as we speak, are getting assessed and treated. So we want to send our best wishes. So on behalf of the boys, everyone here, we want to send our best wishes to those people involved. Untimed practice, it's untimed for a reason. I think it's a great move that the organisers have put in place to get riders out on the road with zero pressure, go and get a feel for it. What did we see out there though?
You know, the course is in immaculate condition. It's like I've not seen it for a few years now, maybe since 2023, that, you know, the last time that we had weather like this, and everything's been trimmed back. It's been really looked after and it just looks in prime condition. And we had a full sort of race start, didn't we? You know, all the bikes on the grid and the gantry and everything ready to go. So it was like a senior day. It felt like that. It was a real buzz about it. But great to get some laps underway. You know, no pressure. The new idea of just introducing guys as the week goes on to, you know, bigger CC bikes. We started with the twins and the super sport category. So it's a move, you know, that the guys have put in place just to keep everybody a bit calm, and, you know, rather than sending it down Braille at 180, 190 mile an hour the first time you get on the course, ease into it with a smaller CC bike. And we've seen Dunlop on that iconic, beautiful pattern, which has had a load of work done over winter and new body work and lots of aerodynamic differences to that. So the guys at Patton are really, really trying hard with that, because, you know, it's going to be the last year of that kind of super twin before the sport bike class really takes over. So cool to see Dunlop away at number one, and your usual suspects just dropping in and, you know, loving riding this course. We've seen Dean Harrison set off on his super sport bike, which is going so well on in a British Championship, and just dropped straight in, and he looked great, loads of lean angle, letting the bike run, really enjoyed himself.
Nice. Boother, you were on the radio today. You must have got all the information from Greg Haynes, Chris Boyd. What was going on?
Yeah, well, unofficially, it looked like Dean Harrison did go faster than anyone else today, 131 miles an hour.
It just looked like it, though, right?
He looked really fast. He looked on it, and we talked about how sort of a bit of untimed practice kind of lets the guys ease into a little bit, but weather like this, we was always going to see fast lap times on day one, weren't we? And it's the usual suspects, like you say. I did see Michael Dunlop in Parc Fermé, which is just behind us now. Incidentally, he did come in from one of the. I didn't catch which bike he jumped off, but he was giving it the old the kind of the universal tank slapper signal to the team. So don't know if he was having stability issues on that bike.
That was his super bike.
Yes,
yeah.
I think it probably was. Yeah,
so that was in the second session.
Yeah.
There was a few little issues there, but I seen him put a different shock in it, but he didn't get a chance to run it again. So there's a difference there, because Dean jumped straight on his super bike. When we got round to the super stock and super bike session, and he put 2 laps in, and the second one looked really good.
Yeah.
Straight away, laying big black lines on the park.
So we'll see qualifying back underway tomorrow evening. Hopefully as well, we'll have everybody kind of qualifying, because they all got 1 or 2 laps in on the bikes. Again, great weather forecast for tomorrow, so we should see the majority of riders qualify, which must take a whole weight off of everybody's shoulders.
Yeah, it does. And when you've got nice weather and nice weather forecast for the rest of practice week, it means you don't have to stress. You're almost certainly going to get the opportunity to do the laps that you need to do to qualify. So it just takes a bit of anxiety out of it sometimes. So it means they can go into it and concentrate on doing the best laps they can, and doing the little tweaks they need to do to the bike all through practice week, so that when we get to race week, they're on it.
I tell you who else look good, John McGuinness. It just clicks with that superbike. I mean, it's the hybrid superbike, this one. So he's got all the bells and whistles on it, except for the electronics package. So they've gone away from the BSB type Motec stuff, without rider age, let's say, and gone to the kit stuff, which is Dean Harrison's idea. He's pushed for that. And John's turned up with it quite late, actually, from Donington, the BSB round just gone. He spoke to Scott Hargreaves and said, look, I think I need to go that way, because then we can overlay with Dean. We can have 2 bikes basically in the same garage. So then there's a load of data sharing and a load of learning to be done between them. So Scott Hargreaves has really pulled out all the plugs to get it done, and all the stops. Sorry, not plugs. He's not running a bath.
It's the same.
Pulled out all the stops to get a bike out there for John, and he looked mega straight away. Just doing that thing, just running his nice lines and loads of lean angle again, and dragging his knee, and he just looked absolutely on point with it.
You just feel like John McGuinness is the type of rider, don't you, that he gets off the bike at the end of the senior 1 year, and then he gets on the bike at the start of practice week the next year, and he hasn't forgotten how to do it. He's just as sharp as he always is.
Like 365 days haven't passed.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So we talked about the usual suspects. I guess we should talk about the people that first went out this morning. 10:45, the newcomers lap. There was 2 riders. So we had Gary McCoy following Milky, and then we had Reece Stevenson following Johnny Barton. What an experience it was for them. It must have been great. I spoke to Gary when he came in. Absolutely pinging. Did anybody speak to Reece?
Yep, they're absolutely buzzing.
Yeah,
absolutely buzzing with it. I mean, what a shock, you know what I mean? And what I like about the way he's going about it, and the new TT Sport Bike class, is that it can turn up on that TT Sport Bike and just do lap after lap after lap.
Yeah,
you ain't got to worry about a really highly strung engine, or well, I've got 70 grand in this bike, let's only do a few laps. You can just keep riding around in the sun and find his lines. And yeah, it was a bit rabbit in the headlights, but absolutely beaming from ear to ear. He made the right choice. He's so glad he came and started his TT career. And he just said, well, there's just so much track, there's so much to learn, which is great, and hopefully can just progress and chip away at it. But a perfect day to learn around this place.
Could not be any better. We've also had the sidecars out as well. They were doing their untimed practice. I'll be honest, I've not seen anything. I refused to kind of look at what was happening, because I was ready for tonight's session to see what times we were going to see. So apart from hearing the sidecars go down Glen Crutchley Road, I didn't really catch up what was happening there. So fill me in, Booth.
Well, listen, I watched the sidecars go out.
Good.
And it's one of my favourite things, watching the sidecars go out, because they're so noisy aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't. You know, I'd be lying to you if I said to you I knew exactly who was on each outfit. But it's a spectacle seeing them boys go around, isn't it? And so bloody noisy.
And girls.
And girls, of course, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you said that because there was a bit of a worry. The rule changes come in now,
Yeah.
so they run the restrictor plates, the 27mm standardised restrictor plates, just to take the top speed off the bikes now. But that was a bit of a worry. You know, do you lose that excitement of what it is and the sound and the flash of colour and all that? Well, the answer is no.
Yeah.
Okay, we might not see massive top speeds through Sulby anymore, but you're still getting that bang, that explosion of colour, and the sound of a sidecar on full chat is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Whether you're a sidecar fan or not, you know, you can't deny that. If you're in the edge somewhere and one of them things comes screaming through, that knocks your socks off.
Have we got any news on sidecars? Because I know Pete Founds, Jevon Walmsley, they had a few issues. They went straight down pit lane from the start line, and then they got back out and ended up running on at Mayhill.
Yeah, that's right.
Anything we should be thinking about that, or is it just...
they definitely made it back.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, there were no problem.
Yeah.
I tell you what happened there is, you know, you're probably getting a bit stuck in by that point in the lap, you know, starting to flow a little bit.
Yeah.
And it maybe has gone a bit soft on the front springs. So it's got on the brakes there and it is bad on bumps. You know, just when you're on the brakes before you turn right up to go Mail. And it's probably bottomed out and it's probably locked the front. And it's just had the presence of mind to go, I'll just use the slip road.
Yeah, yeah.
It's simple as that, really. I don't think there's anything major. Yeah, these things can happen. You know, lads do run on every now and again.
Yeah.
But Ben and Mark Wilkes, the new pairing for this year, had a great start. Bit of an aero package on that bike, and it's holding a lot of heat. So Ben is like overheating, so they need to get some ventilation to him. The Crow brothers were Crow brothers. They just set off and looked bang on straight away. The bike sounded good. They looked really good on track. And to be honest, the footage was a little bit in and out, so I didn't get to see a lot of other bikes out there. But no real issues from what I'm hearing, and the new regs seem to be pretty good and working well.
Perfect. Takes us nicely into tomorrow. Qualifying 1, I presume, will now be tomorrow instead of qualifying 2, so we will see more bikes, more action, more sidecars tomorrow. Make sure you leave your comments down below. Let us know what you thought of the daily roundups, and we'll see you on the radio, and we'll see you on the TV.
How do you see him when he's on the radio?
That's a very good point.
I will hear you on the radio, and I will see you on the TV, and we will see you all tomorrow. Cheers, gents.
See ya.